My dad told me not to bother preparing a toast at my sister's wedding. Nobody's going to listen to you anyway. So I prepared one they'll never forget. My little sister was getting the wedding of her dreams. $120,000 for one day. Ice sculptures, live string quartet, 300 guests. She'd been planning it since she was 12, and my parents had been saving for it just as long. My brother flew in from New York to MC the engagement party. He's a corporate lawyer, partner track, the kind of guy who makes everyone laugh and then closes $1 million deal before dessert. My sister is an influencer with 200,000 followers. And me? I'm the middle child who does computers. That's what my dad calls it. 2 weeks before the wedding, he pulled me aside after Sunday dinner. Honey, I need to talk to you about the reception. I thought maybe he was going to ask me to help with something. Set up chairs, run the slideshow. Instead, he said, don't bother preparing a toast. This day is about your sister. Nobody's going to listen to you anyway. Just keep it short or don't speak at all. He patted my shoulder like he was doing me a favor. I smiled and said okay. Then I went home and kept working on the thing nobody knew about. 2 years earlier, I'd started building something in my bedroom after classes. An AI diagnostics platform that could change how doctors catch diseases early. I taught myself to code when I was 14 because no one in my family cared enough to talk to me at dinner. By 16, I was freelancing. By 18, I was building my own product. I never told anyone. Every time they bragged about my sister's latest sponsorship or my brother's promotion, I just smiled and went back to my laptop. They thought I was playing video games. They thought I was wasting my life. 6 months before the wedding, I got the term sheet. Series A funding. $42 million valuation. I read it 17 times before I believed it was real. I signed the papers the same day my family was on a group call arguing about salmon versus chicken for the reception. Nobody asked where I was. Nobody noticed I wasn't on the call. The wedding day arrived. I wore a $39 suit I'd bought online. My mom made a comment about how I could have made more of an effort. My sister didn't look at me during photos. I stood in the back row, half cropped out of most of the shots. My dad gave a speech about how proud he was of his little girl. He didn't mention me once. My brother gave the best man toast. Nobody questioned it. He had the whole room laughing and crying within 5 minutes. When he finished, everyone stood and applauded. The MC grabbed the microphone and said, "Any final words from family before we move to dinner?" My dad shot me a look from across the table. A warning. Don't you dare. I stood up, tapped my champagne glass with a fork until the room quieted down. 300 people staring at me, most of them wondering who I was. I pulled out my phone and smiled. I just need 1 minute. Behind me, the projector flickered on. I'd paid the AV guy $500 to connect my laptop without telling anyone. My company's logo appeared on the screen. Then the TechCrunch headline from last month. 22-year-old raises $42 million for AI diagnostics platform. Then a screenshot of the term sheet with my name on it. The room went dead silent. My dad's champagne flute froze halfway to his mouth. My mom's hand went to her chest. My brother's jaw actually dropped. My sister's new husband leaned over and whispered something to her. I caught the words, "Wait, that's your sister?" I looked at my family, one by one, completely calm. I just wanted to say congratulations to the bride and groom. I know this day is all about you, but I also wanted you to know that I paid for the open bar tonight, and the string quartet, and the champagne you're all drinking, which runs about $300 a bottle. I paused. I'm moving to San Francisco next week to run my company. Thought you should know before I disappeared. I sat back down. The silence lasted 5 seconds before someone started clapping. Then more people joined. My dad stood up, tears in his eyes, suddenly desperate to show how proud he was. He started walking toward me with his arms open. I picked up my glass, took a long sip of the champagne I'd paid for, and didn't move. I didn't hug my dad when he reached me. I just nodded and said, "I should get going. Early flight tomorrow." I left before the cake cutting. My sister grabbed my arm at the door. "Why didn't you tell us?" I looked at her for the first time in years. Nobody was going to listen to me anyway. Remember? I walked out of that ballroom and didn't look back. I'd spent 22 years waiting for my family to notice me. Now they finally had. And I was already gone.